What is up, YouTube world? You were looking at my fishless fish tank. Reason that it's fishless is because I just set it up last night or a day or two ago, and yeah, need to fill it up then. Anywho, today we are going to be talking about grow rooms and basically 3 types of grow rooms. Basically what you can do to set up a grow room. And with that said, you have 3 options. As I said, a tent. You also got a closet option. You know, if you have an existing closet in your house, you can easily turn that into a grow room. Third option would be to build your own. And to build your own, you can simply use 2x4s, a box of screws, and some black and white poly. You know, it is simple, cheap, and you can do it by yourself. You don't need a partner. As long as you got a drill, you're good. That's all you really need. With that said, as I said, the first option here would be tents. And we're going to look at the dark room, for example. This is made by Secret Jardin. I'm not sure how you would pronounce it 100% correctly. Either way, it's right there. Here you can get a simple idea of the dimensions and the cost for them. For example, this is a 4x4 foot, pretty much 80 inches high, and that goes for $235. I think it's 4x4 foot, is it? 12, 24, 36, 48. Yeah, it's 4x4. I'm intoxicated, forgive me. You know, you got your 5x5 foot, $310. But yeah, that's pretty much the prices. And just to give you an example, a comparison, you know, this is 4x4 foot. My first ever grow room I built was out of simple black and white poly, a pack of screws, and I believe it was about 8 2x4s. They were each about 6 foot long, and I cut them all up each to the appropriate sizes. And altogether it cost me about $97 with tax and all that for all my 3 things that I needed to build a grow room. And this grow room was completely airtight. You know, it was the perfect room, pretty much the exact replica as these tents are. And you know, I'm not dissing these tents. You know, they kick ass. I got one myself. I got a Secret Jardin myself, a 4x4 foot model. I paid this price for it, and I think it kicks ass. However, building your own room is by far much cheaper, literally less than half the cost. However, these things can be put up and taken down in a matter of minutes, whereas building your own room, you can't put that up or take it down in minutes. Even if you take an axe and chop that bitch up, you're not taking it down in a couple minutes. It's not that easy. And yeah, that's pretty much simple as that. And as I said, your third option would be to already use an existing closet or your bedroom. And pretty much all you need to do with that is drill holes, maybe cut a door off. And that's pretty much it, you know. As simple as that. The only thing with that is if you live in an apartment or you're renting a house, that may not be the best option, just because you can't always do, I guess you would, I don't know, you can't always make holes and shit in the house. You know what I mean? You can't always change shit like that. And putting your tent up or building your own room, you know, that's by far the best option. But if you own your house, you know, I would definitely use a spare bedroom and throw up a fucking couple 1000s in that bitch and go crazy with it. Have fun, you know. But that pretty much covers it, I think. You know, that's your 3 options. And when I say these are your 3 options, I mean that because one thing you always want I guess you would call it airtight room. It's not really airtight in the sense that it has exhaust and intake, but it's airtight as no light gets in or no light gets out. because if you have a light interrupting your dark cycle, it'll fuck up your whole entire grow. No questions asked. Even a little bit of light will fuck up your grow. So if you don't have an enclosed grow inside a spare room, inside a tent, inside a built room, you're bound to have problems down in the line. You cannot have you can't just grow plants in the corner of your house. You know, it's not like that. One thing about having an enclosed room is watts per square foot. It's best to have 50 to 75 watts per square foot at all times, at every stage of growth except for cloning. And yeah, that's just some of the advantages of having an enclosed room. And also negative pressure. By negative pressure, I mean all your air excuse me, all your air will escape through your exhaust fan. And hopefully you have a carbon filter hooked up to that exhaust fan. So pretty much every bit of air that it gets exhausted out of your grow room will go through that carbon filter, which means absolutely no smell escapes at all. If you have a negative pressure broom and appropriate size carbon filter, there will be virtually zero smell. And this is so important, whether you're legal, illegal, you know, rippers, cops, narcs, all that bullshit. They'll sniff that shit out in a heartbeat. And, you know, a properly set up room will prevent that. Like, you know, that's all you need. Properly set up room is all you need to prevent smells leaking out. Alright, and negative pressure simply means more air is coming in than going. Wait, I think I have this backwards. More air is going out than what's coming in. I'm pretty sure that's basically what it means. And meaning if you have a little crack in your grow room, so you have a little crack in the corner of your tent, a little crack in the corner of your setup room, air is not going to be pushing out of that crack. Air will not leak out of that crack simply because every little crack in that grow room, air will be pushing in. Air will be sucking through that crack besides pushing out. Simply because your exhaust fan is sucking so much air out. If that makes sense. I'm trying to put this in the simplest terms as possible. You know, I'm not trying to get all nerdy and scientific with it. So forgive me. But yeah, pretty much no air goes out. All air goes through your exhaust. That's what negative pressure means. And yeah, simple as that. I don't know how it gets any simpler. Build a grow room, 2x4s, black and white poly. If you don't know what black and white poly is, here's a Sun Leaves version. As you can see, you can 10 by 50 foot model. It's 10 feet high, 50 foot wide. That sells for $54. You know, that'll cover your 5x5, 6x6 foot grow room without question. You can go with this if you want to be more safe about it. If you need a smaller room, you can of course go smaller. But the shit works great. If you want to make a door with it, you got shit like this. Instant door. Simply cut a hole through your black and white poly and put this over it. Access the zipper. But yeah, as I said, if you're renting, I'd get a tent. If you own your own home, I'd build a room. You know, they were my two best bets. And with that said, that's how we do it East Coast style. As you can see, snow's still on the ground. We keep our crown on our ledge. We lose where our shot glasses be. Last time I took a butter hit for y'all, and I forgot I was recording, and I didn't edit the video at the end. This time, I'm gonna remember that I'm recording, and yeah. There's not gonna be no need to edit at the end. So cheers, y'all, to those who drink. If y'all don't drink, please forgive me. I'll take a bong hit for your next video. So, cheers, and, may peace and potent herbs be with you. Yup. Whew. Peace, y'all.